Hello, and thank you for joining today's lesson. Let's get started. We'll start out with our California Avenue song, and then we'll go right over to Mesa Verde. Here we go. When the sunny weather shines for the rain, it's starting in the fall. Then I rise for breakfast, knowing that's the place that I love best of all. California Avenue, I can't wait to get to you. Riverbank, let's get going. See my smile as I'm walking down the hall. California Avenue, learning is what I'm here to do. It's language and history, science and math. We want to be successful, so we walk the scholar's path. Our teachers told us don't be late, but that's not why I can hardly wait. It's knowledge that we celebrate. California Avenue. Gonna talk about a place that's a special part of our life. That's Mesa, a special place to learn to read and play and write. Mesa Verde, where the ABCs for me are not a chore but set me free, where we can go to be the best that we can be. Oh, Mesa, talking about Mesa Verde, that's my school. There's a place in Riverbank where kids all smile. That's Mesa, and teachers never mind us staying a while. Mesa Verde, there's a blue sky way up high, and a river that runs by, and the fog just comes and goes as the time flies. Oh, Mesa, talking about Mesa Verde, talking about right here in sunny California. That's my home. That's my home. That's my home. Our objective for today's lesson is that we will sing and sign in solfege. We've gone over solfege a few weeks ago when I first introduced it, but we didn't go very far, and we went and we talked about reading notes on the treble staff. So we learned about the treble clef. We talked about every good boy does fine and face on the space. So our tricks to help us remember the note names on the treble clef. We also learned about the musical alphabet. And so in this lesson, we're going to build on that and move in a slightly different direction here. And this is stuff that's all related to each other. So once again, our objective is we will sing and sign in solfege. So let's point to our objective and read it together. Ready, go. We will sing and sign in solfege. So solfege is a system of syllables and hand signs that represent different scale degrees. So the syllables that we're going to be learning for solfege are do, re, mi, fa, so, la, and ti. So we have those 7 syllables. And then we also have 7 hand signs to go along with it too. We have do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, and do again at the top. And those hand signs and syllables that I just showed you represent different scale degrees in a musical key. And so what does that mean? Well, a scale is a sequence of pitches moving by single steps in the same direction. There's a scale right here, and we can see that is a sequence of pitches or musical notes. Okay, they are all moving in the same direction. So if you remember what we talked about with notes being on either the line or the space, as we move up one spot at a time, we're alternating line, space, line, space, line, space. And then you can see that between any two of these notes that we're not leaving any lines or spaces empty in between. We just go directly to the next one that's only one step away. We are moving by step. We also see that we're moving in the same direction. Now, another indication that we are moving by step is when we look at the letter numbers or the letter names of all of these notes. We see that we are covering every letter in the musical alphabet from C to shining C. So we see that we are when we're talking about a musical scale, we're not talking about scales like are on a fish or the scales that make adults cry. We're talking about this kind of scale. The numbers can be used to represent the position in the scale. And so when we talk about scale degrees, we're talking about where you are in the scale. So the C over here is the beginning and the C is at the end. So because we are in the key of C, C is going to be scale degree 1. And then the next one up from that is D, and so that's 2. And the next one up is E, and that's 3. And we can keep on going all the way till we get to B, which is number 7. And then when we get to C again, C is going to be 1 because we've already assigned a number to C way back here. So we're not going to give the C both the number 1 and the number 8. Although some people will do that, and there are some contexts in which we would do that, but that's not for much later. Over here, we've got the solfege system, which can be used in place of these numbers to help us orient ourselves within that song. And so we're going to do that. And so if you don't quite understand what all of this works or what it means, how this works or what it means, it's okay. We will start to understand that as we go farther into this lesson. So here's another C scale, just to give more examples of what a scale looks like. This is the same C scale as before, but now it's going downward. So here we have an ascending scale. That means it's going up. And here we have a descending scale. That means that it's going down. And we see that in addition to the letters being in the reverse order, that we also are counting down with the numbers instead of counting up. So what we're going to do is we're going to review the first 3 scale degrees or solfege symbols here. So we've got do, re, and mi, which are scale degrees 1, 2, and 3. So let me unshare my screen here so you can see me, and we're going to do these hand signs together. So our first note is do, and we're going to sing that together like this. We're going to do 4 in a row like this. Do, 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 do. So let's do it together. 1, 2, ready, go. Do, 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 do. And again, and here we go. Do, 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 do. Good. So that was our first scale degree. The second scale degree is re. And that's with your hand flat like this and pointed up in a diagonal direction. Let's do it together 4 times in a row. Ready? 1, 2. Here we go. Re, 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 re. And again. And here we go. Re, 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 re. And then our third scale degree is me. And let's do that together. Ready? 1, 2, here we go. Me, 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 me. Good. Now we're going to practice going up. So we're going to walk up the scale like this. Do, re, mi. And we're going to do that 4 times in a row. And we'll use the metronome this time just to get some practice using the metronome. And 1, 2, here we go. Do, re, mi. Again. Do, re, mi. 2 more times. Do, re, mi. Last time. And do, re, mi. Now let's do the same thing but backwards. So we're going to reverse and go mi, re, do. So ready? Together. 1, 2, here we go. Mi, re, do. Again. Mi, re, do. Keep going. Mi, re, do. And last time, it's mi, re, do. Good. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to put this back up on the screen. And we're going to do some exercises using the metronome. Right now we have half notes, which get 2 beats each. And so right now, the clicks that you're hearing from a metronome are each for 1 beat. So we're going to have 2 clicks happen for each note here. And so it's going to sound like this. Do, re, do, re. So let's do it together. 1, 2, here we go. Do, re, do, re. Again. Do, re, do, re. One last time. Do, re, do, re. Next one, and here we go. Re, do, re, do. Again. Re, do, re, do. One more time. Here we go. Re, do, re, do. And the next one. And here we go. Re, mi, re, mi. Again. Re, mi, re, mi. One more time. Re, mi, re, mi. Next one. And here we go. Mi, re, mi, re. Again. Mi, re, mi, re. One more time. Mi, re, mi, re. Next one. And here we go. Do, mi, do, mi. Again. Do, mi, do, mi. One more time. Do, mi, do, mi. Here's the last half note for exercise. And here we go. Mi, do, mi, do, mi, do, mi, do. One last time. Mi, do, mi, do. Now we're going to do quarter notes here. So we're walking up 1 beat at a time, a little faster now, twice as fast. 1, 2, here we go. Do, re, mi. Again. Do, re, mi. 2 more times. Do, re, mi. Last time. And do, re, mi. Next one. And mi, re, do. Again. Mi, re, do. Keep going. Mi, re, do. Last one. Mi, re, do. Next one. And do, re, do. Again. Do, re, do. Keep going. Do, re, do. Last one. do, re, do. Next one, and re, do, re. Again, re, do, re. Keep going. Re, do, re. Last time. Re, do, re. Next one. Re, mi, re. Re, mi, re. Re, mi, re. Last one. Re, mi, re. Next one. Mi, re, mi. Mi, re, mi. Keep going. Mi, re, mi. Last one. Mi, re, mi. Next one. Do, mi, do. Again. Do, mi, do. Keep going. Do, mi, do. Last time. Do, mi, do. And here's our last one. Mi, do, mi. Again. Mi, do, mi. Keep going. Mi, do, mi. Last time. Mi, do, mi. And now we're going to sing some, oh wait, no, we're going to skip that. I got confused. Next, we're going to name notes or identify whether a note is on a line or a space. Excuse me. So you will tell me whether this is on a line or a space, or you can say it to yourself. So is this note on a line or a space? If you said line, you are correct. What about this one? This is also a line. What about this? Space. Line. Space. Line. Space. Space. Line. Space. Line. Space. Line. Space. Line. Space. Space. Line. Space. Line. Line. Space. Oh, I wonder how you did with that. I hope it was really good. The next thing that I would be showing in this lesson is a video. It's another one that I found off YouTube. It's another line writer video, and I've been really enjoying this video all week so far. Listening to this several times and watching it, I really appreciated the amount of work that went into composing the music that we're going to listen to, into the conductor and orchestra and all the musicians who recorded that piece, and to the person who created this video with the line writers. I think that all just extremely impressive. As usual, I'm not going to show YouTube videos on my YouTube video because I'd rather that you watch it yourself on their channel and not on mine. So as a matter of etiquette, I will include the link to this video in the description of this video, and will not play it here. You're going to enjoy it a lot more if you're watching it on its actual thing rather than on this, where the sound might get messed up a little bit. So go ahead and check this out. It's Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. So Beethoven is a very popular, famous composer, and his Fifth Symphony is probably one of his most famous works and most easily recognized by just about anybody in our Western culture. So I really hope you enjoy that video. We're going to close this lesson with a couple other songs here. So we're going to do this version of Down by the Bay, and then we'll do I can't stop yawning. And then we're going to do Cranky Poodle after that. Let me put my capo in the right spot here. Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, did you ever see a pig wearing a wig, down by the bay, down by the bay, where the watermelons grow. Back to my home I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, did you ever see a goat sailing in a boat, down by the bay, down by the bay, where the watermelons grow? Back to my home I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, did you ever see a cat swinging a bat, down by the bay, down by the bay, where the watermelons grow? Back to my home I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, did you ever see a yeti making spaghetti, down by the bay, down by the bay, where the watermelons grow? Back to my home I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, did you see an albatross doing the floss, down by the bay? And where are you, Cranky Poodle? There we are. And here's Cranky Poodle. Cranky Poodle took a ride with family on vacation. She sniffed the cake in mommy's purse with great anticipation. Cranky Poodle, don't be mean, cranky little poodle. It's unsafe for dogs to eat these cookies, cakes, and strudels. Chewing through the plastic wrap around the sweet confection, she savored every yummy bite, enraptured with election. Cranky, don't be mean, cranky little poodle. It's unsafe for dogs to eat these cookies, cakes, and strudels. Busted with her stolen treat, she never would surrender, but being also very small made her a poor defender. Cranky Poodle, don't be mean, cranky little poodle. It's not safe for dogs to eat these cookies, cakes, and strudels. Okay, well, we are done with our lesson today. Before we go, I'll let you see a couple pictures of the cute dog that this song is about. Isn't she adorable? I love her. Okay, so anyway, yeah, that is the end of our lesson today. Thank you so much for joining me for this lesson. If you were one of my students, I'm so glad that you were here today, joining me and doing music with me. And if you were one of the YouTube surfers who happened to run across my page, first of all, I'm amazed that you're here. Thank you for joining us, and I hope that this was able to enrich your experience of music. So thank you very much for joining me today, and I will see you in our next lesson. Thank you. Goodbye.